Where I get hung up on is the city council priorities, and that's where we all bring 5 different ideas of ourselves, what we'd like to see, what are the priorities we think. But I think two of them I put up on the board, and we vote on them. And whatever gets the highest votes, we all 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then what we add them up at the end. I think there was there 30 different items listed that night, and these items made it here. The top 4 made it, and the high 3. And I just want to distance myself as a council person, which I've done this before, and I'm going to do it again tonight, through the one of our top priorities is strict nuisance enforcement and address maintenance code where applicable. I'm opposed to that. I think the system we have in place works just fine. Like I said, we have 28 different neighborhoods. They're not all the same. They don't all live the same. They're not all the same social economic situation. They're not all homeowners associations. And so they just live different. And I think it's a bad time to make that one of our priorities. When another council member today emailed me and said 1 in 7 people in America are going to be on food stamps. So I'm not into making life more miserable for people at all at this time. And
where I struggle, and I express this at our goal setting session, so this won't be a surprise to anybody, I struggle with our council goals. Not because they're not good goals, but I just don't think we've challenged ourselves enough, and I think they're too broad. You know, our goals are to maintain a sound financial position. Well, what city council in any country, in any city in the community would make that a goal? You know, sound infrastructure and safe community. Well, who wouldn't agree with that? Planned and controlled growth. Everybody wants that. Green city, fun city for amenities, attractive community. My issue is there's not any goals here that make Mason City stand out as unique. We're pretty vanilla as far as I'm concerned. I think if we were really hammering this down and challenging ourselves, instead of maintain sound financial position, maybe it would be a financial goal that our expenditures do not exceed our revenues. How'd that be for a goal? It's a lot more tangible and measurable than maintaining the sound infrastructure, because here's what you're going to see in the next year. What is sound spending for me isn't going to be sound spending for my colleague. And so we're going to sit here, one of us will be using a goal, maybe I want to spend some money on infrastructure because I think that's the safe thing to do. But a colleague might not want to do that because he doesn't think that's sound financial position. All we have really done with these goals, which are the same goals we've had for the last 3 years, we just glossed right over this, is we're setting ourselves up for arguments amongst ourselves on goals that are right here on paper, and I think that's kind of silly.
Just comment on Councilman Turnquist about...
Turnquist.
Close.
Okay, Mr. Nielsen.
That's so fine.
All right.
The nasty word, okay? Maintain sound financial position. Well, you know, I assume all of you get to USA Today, see the there are some cities throughout the United States, and I pinpoint California only because our friend, mutual friend, Pat McGarvey, keeps me updated on everything that happens in the world, and he's out in California right now. And last year there was some cities out there, and I can't recall what city that don't have good, sound financial positions. So I don't know why that's a bad goal, to keep our eye on the finances. A real close eye on our finance director particularly, who does an excellent job. So I don't think that's a bad goal. I think it's something to shoot for.
I just want to say amen. I watched 60 Minutes too. But here's another thing today, and yes, I sent an email out about from CNN today about 1 out of 7 people being on food stamps. And I also got an email response from a colleague wanting to know what it was locally. So I actually did some research. I called the Iowa Human Services Department and found out, and here's some interesting news here. Saragordo County, 4 years ago to today, 73.8% increase in people on food stamps. In our county alone, 73.8 increase. The other thing I found interesting, I also checked the state spent 4 years ago, 19.5 million for food stamps statewide, Iowa. This year, 48 point something, almost 49 million. So from 19 45 to 49 million in 4 years. So I just wanted to back up some of the comments about our financial situation. Thank you.
Ms. Marcy's.